Hello, good morning. Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say. Yes, little Tom Petty this morning to start things off. Let me see if I can get this chat pulled up. And yeah, of course, it drops right off the bat this morning, right? Just right off the bat, it dropped. Wow. Let's see if we can pull this up here. Wait for the chat to pop up here. I'm trying to change my tone. See what we got now. Right now. Oh, Lord, there we go. Wow, who all we got in here? Maury. Eating leftovers and listening to Joe play. Not a bad combo. Thank you, Maury. Jim Guidry's in the house. What's up, brother Jim? Big Dan Hall. All right, cool, man. Who else? Who else we got? Center, maybe? I don't know. Not quite sure. Who I was at? I was busy doing this, trying to anyway, so I couldn't see who I was in here. So thank you, everybody. Man, this is great. Thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Simon Williams cooking roast lamb and all the trimmings for supper while listening to Joe. Good stuff. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Yeah, I don't know how good that was, but Maury he says he's not here. Okay. Maury in a world where he can disappear just like that. Oh, there's Center. Welcome to the Joe Zone. God almighty. Oh, man, I need a jingle for that, right? Trying to get warmed up, folks. Still trying to get warmed up. Sorry. TWF 7487. I'm driving through Anaheim, so won't flirt with disaster and keep my hands on the wheel and eyes on the road. That's a smart move, Mr. TWF. Yeah. Yes, Maury says he had to break out the winter clothes today for the first time here in Columbia. It's chilly, and we have the heat on here. I mean, it's getting warm back here, man. It's getting warm. So yeah, yeah, it was chilly coming home last night, man. I'm gonna tell you, it was like 41 degrees. So yeah, it was a little chilly. But I love it. You want my honest opinion? No, my honest opinion. I love it, man. I love cooler weather. Now I can do without all the precipitation and the ice. And see, that's what we get here in the Carolinas, in this part of the Bible Belt, as they call it. You know, we get ice, man. That's what's bad. And it's, we get them ice storms. That's what screws us over. We get snow. That ain't nothing. That ain't no big deal. The ice, you can forget it, man. You're screwed. You are screwed in the ice. "45 this morning," Maury says. Maury, with the time and temperature, it's 45. On October 18th at 12:53. Uh, let's see. My daughter. Oh, Simon says my daughter. Is that Sienna? Sienna? My daughter Sienna says hi, Joe. Hi, Sienna. How are you, darling? Thank you for joining the show. That's very kind. Hello, all the way from South Carolina. Thank you for watching. Yes. More. It should be named the Wentz belt. Oh no. Oh no. Man. I hope not. Uh-oh, are we getting ready to drop here or something? Lord. All right. I don't know. My laptop has just went crazy on me. So hopefully we still got something going on here. I hope. Wow. Everybody still good out there? Well, the Wi-Fi just quit working on the laptop, but I'm not on Wi-Fi on here. I'm just using regular T-Mobile internet, so hopefully we're still good. Okay, yeah, I see comments popping up on here, but my laptop just went nuts. Oh, Mr. Williams, it made her day. Well, good. That's awesome, man. I'm glad. I'm glad it made her day. That's fantastic. Awesome. What is going on here? Live stuff, man. I'm telling you. All right, we're going to try to change over from. I'm running off my range extender back here. And see if that connects everything back there. We should, hopefully, it says it's reconnecting, so hopefully we can get the chat back up and running. Okay. Sorry, folks. It's live. Is it live or is it Memorex? Right now, I'd take Memorex. Yeah, that's right, Senator. Okay, I had to refresh here. Golly. That's crazy how that happened, man. All right, it's refreshing. Here we go. Excuse me. Still waiting for this chat to pull up. Maury. Causing vertigo with his guitar since 1960. What? Okay, here we go. Wow. Let's see. Okay, Center says he's having a great day. I had to go back a little bit. I'm sorry, folks. All right, Maury. Yeah, Maury. Mr. Williams says she asked when you're going to be on, or if you've been on already. Okay. Wow. Center. Yeah. I got you, Center. Let me check my tuner here. TWF, what are you using for distortion, Joe? It sounds good. Thank you, TWF. I'll be more than happy to share that with you, sir. Let me go over these strings, this tuning. That looks good. That's good. Uh-oh. A little bit shy on the B, and the E is There we go. Let's check that. The distortion, 1995. 1995 plus $20 shipping and handling. Well, that's pretty much that's more than the original. Okay, the distortion TWF. I'm going through a Digitech RP1000. That's my main source for whatever kind of tones I'm wanting to get. You know, you just pick whatever. It's like a mini pedal board, you know, and it's got the different buttons you can press with your foot, go to different tones just with the push of a button. And the cool thing is when you select your patch, you can then decide if you want to add like delay, chorus, compression. So you can add things or take things away. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's this one is called Flangetastic. And I'm using whatever amp model is in there, and I'm using which is pretty distorted because I love this tone. I'm using some reverb, delay, and distortion, and there's another button that says effect. So every patch has its own different effect if you push that certain pedal, right? Certain button, excuse me. So this is without the effect. And now let's put on the effect for this patch. Which this is self-explanatory. Gary Kramer. So there you go, Mr. TWF. That is the effect for that flanger. Now we'll take it off. Should be back to normal now. Lord mercy, the signal gods are not being kind today, are they? But we're not going to let that stop us, right? We're not going to let it stop us, man. We're just going to keep on trying, keep on trucking. Very Def Leppard sounding tone, TWF says. Yeah, I guess it could be. You know, funny you say about Def Leppard. I found out that Phil Collins uses get like gauge. What does he use? Like gauge 13 strings. God Almighty, man. he's up there with Stevie Ray Vaughan. You know, I think Stevie used gauge 13. Yeah, Phil Collins using them heavy gauge strings, boy. I was like, man, I wonder how many springs he's got in the back of that thing. Big Dan Hall. Thank you, Mr. Big Dan, man. Hope you're doing well today. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you, man, very much. Yeah, so gauge 13 strings. I think that's something that's coming up on the podcast this Saturday night with my co-host Jim Guidry and special guest Center and Adam. I believe we're going to touch on a few different things of that nature this Saturday night if things go according to plan. You know, looking forward to that. That's going to be really fun, really fun. I always love hanging out with those guys. You know, it's a really cool, and they're doing a fantastic job on their podcast, That Metal Stage, man. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. If you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button. Like the video if you can. Share it if you like. If not, that's cool too. And after this is done, I'll put some links below. If you want to check out the shirts and other apparel, you know, whatever you like, you know, all my social media links will be down there. After this live feed is done, I will put all that stuff, information in there if you would like to check it out. It'll be there for you. Yeah, so very amazing. What do y'all think about, I know this was the other week, but I still thought it was really cool about Gene Simmons playing with Ace Frehley on stage. You know, that was a couple weeks ago, I think. I thought that was cool, man. Ace Frehley has got a if Center's in here, he can help me out. I believe Ace Frehley has got a some kind of box set coming out, I believe. And he's got, I think, a couple of new songs that Gene is singing on. I thought that was cool. You know, I was like, wow, that's all right. He was on Eddie Trunk the other day. That's where I got this information. And Eddie asked him, will you go one more round with Kiss? Ace said he didn't, you know, he said it depends. You know, if I get the phone call, I'll take the phone call and entertain that thought. As long as things are presented properly, you know, correctly or whatever, fairly. You know, he said he would entertain that idea. Maury, Maury's late for work in a world when you have to rush. Get on down the road, Maury. Be careful. So I thought that was cool. And he said they are staying in touch a little bit. He did say that Ace said that Gene said they're getting ready to go to Japan. And Ace said, you know, what do you think about the guys now? And Ace said something about, well, they're basically playing with half a cover band. And Eddie Trunk agreed with him. He said, yeah, you're right. You know, so Kiss is getting ready to go to Japan. And they're getting ready to go do that deal. I thought I saw on, was it Facebook or something, that they were doing rehearsals at Paul Stanley's place or something. Had Tommy Thayer there and Eric Singer. And so they're getting ready. So I don't guess, you know, this might be their last tour. I mean, if they're going to Japan and doing all the other stuff, this might be it. But boy, can you imagine if they did go one more round with Ace? I don't know if Peter Chris could do it. I think we touched on this on one of our first podcasts with Center and Adam, but oh man, that'd be wild, wouldn't it? That would be crazy, man. Still trying to get the workout, guys. Still trying to warm up. As you can definitely tell. Yes. So, anyway. There's Jim Guidry. Hey, Jimbo, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. Let's see what's on the agenda today. Work, which is great. You know, my wife was supposed to have her surgery today. So technically, really, I wasn't even supposed to be here today. But they're rescheduling it. So it's probably going to be next week. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it, man. So I'll be going to work today and finish up tomorrow. And then we'll see what happens next week. You know, we'll find out. So one day at a time, right? That's all you can do. Let's see. Simon Williams, bad luck. That's a bummer when it gets delayed. Isn't it, though? It's like you get all psyched up to, you know, I got to have this done, you know. And it gets, you know, well, there's a glitch. We have to reschedule and postpone. I'm like, oh, come on, man. So I know that's aggravating for her. It's crazy. TWF, if I'm not mistaken, she's having back surgery. Correct? Prayers for your wife. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, you are correct. She's having back surgery, yeah. And this will be her fourth. Count them. This will be her fourth back surgery, man. I've been through that once. And boy, it was not pleasant. You know, usually when you go to the doctor, if you have a procedure done, you dread going, which is normal, right? You're like, man, I don't want to go through this crap, you know. But man, when that stuff was going on with my back, and I actually had a disc that broke in my lower back here. I mean, it actually broke in half, and when that disc broke, it was pushing against on my sciatic nerve, you know, all that stuff, man. And man, my legs were going numb, and it was painful, really painful. Had to go through that for like what I know a couple of weeks before things could get lined up, because I had to, you know, jump through all the hoops, X-rays, MRIs, whatever you want to call it, all that stuff, whatever they do. And man, it was hurting. And so luckily the back surgeon got me in pretty early. I went on a Wednesday to see him. He looked at all my X-rays and stuff, and he said, "Have you seen these?" I said, "No, sir." I said, "Nobody's shown me anything," you know. So he showed me the X-rays, and you know, he blew them up, and it showed where that disc was broke. And I was like, "Holy crap!" I was like, "How does that happen?" You know. So he asked me what I'd done for a living. I told him, you know, I was driving a truck, stacking a lot of freight, you know, stuff like that on this certain run I was doing. And he said, well, you can't be doing that no more. You'll be back to see me. I said, no, I won't neither if I can help it, Doc. You know, so anyway, he looks at his phone. He's like, he's looking to see when he can fit me in the schedule. He said, how's next Wednesday? That's a week. Might have been a little bit less than that. Might have been 5 days, you know. I said, yes, sir. That sounds fantastic. I said, we can do it today if you want to. He said, no, we can't do it. I got other surgeries lined up. Which I knew that. I was just, you know, I said, yes, sir, that's fine. So a few days went by, or a week or whatever. I called my supervisor. I said, man, I'm not going to be back for a while. He's like, why not? I said, because there's a disc in my back that's broke. And I said, it's making my legs numb. And the doctor said it wasn't safe to drive because if it presses any more against that one certain nerve, then both legs could be paralyzed temporarily, you know. And if I'm driving and my legs get, all of a sudden that disc moves, my legs get paralyzed, I can't work. It's just a time bomb, you know. It's dangerous. So he was like, you know, that supervisor, he's not there no more. He was all kind of, well, I don't know what I'm going to do, how to get these runs covered. I'm like, I don't care, man. That's your problem, not mine. My responsibility is to tell you I'm not going to be there for a while until this surgery is done and I recuperate, you know, rehabilitate and everything. So I had to go through all these other hoops, you know, about my money so I could, you know, get paid. Anyway, so we go for the surgery. I guess it's story time now, right? Yeah. So much for guitar chat, right? And so I go for the surgery, but when I was talking about, you know, usually you dread going to get something like that done. Well, not this particular visit. I was like, let's go. I said, let's rock and roll, man. Let's get this done. Of course, I wasn't this enthusiastic. I was like, you know, feeling pretty rough, man. So we go, and Simon, we're all settled down and listening. Oh, Lord. Center says your back injuries are, yes, back injuries are no fun. Oh, no. And Center knows as well. He's been through it. He's still dealing with it, just like me and my wife and other people, you know, God bless them. So we go for the surgery, and we get in there, and, you know, you already got your pre-op out of the way, right? All that's finished and done. So I go in there, and they take me, you know, back there in the back, and they make you put the gown on and all that stuff, you know. So you're laying there, and, of course, my glasses are off, so I can see, but things are kind of blurry, you know. And unless it's close up, I'm good, but, you know, just to, like, if I took my glass off and tried to look at this laptop screen, there's no way I'm doing good to read it now. But that's just because the screen isn't real big. Anyway, that's how, you know, messed up they are. But so they're doing all that, you know. They put the tag on your wrist, you know, have your name and birth date and stuff. And so the doctor comes in. All right, are we ready? I said, yes, sir, I'm ready. And they take me back there, and you're laying, you know, take it in the operating room. They go through all these different hallways. It's really strange, and it's kind of scary because they're rolling you on that gurney, and you're like, all you're seeing is lights, you know, coming past you, you know. Take you to all these different things where they have to have a card to open the doors. You know, special authorization is required to enter this area, you know, stuff like that. Simon Williams, the old blues guy. Blind Joe Wentz. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, Blind Joe. Wow, man. And we get there, and, you know, all the people are there, and the doctor says, well, hello, are you ready? I said, yes, sir, I'm ready. So they get that what is that stuff called? It's that white, thick stuff that they use, propofol, or I think that's what it's called. The same stuff that killed Michael Jackson, you know, or the doctor that gave him too much. I think that's what it's called. And you see that, you know, in a big syringe, and they do that, and he's like, I need you to count down from 10. Yeah, I think I got to 9, and I was out, you know. And so we have the surgery, and it was an outpatient deal for some reason. So they do the surgery. I'm waking up, and, you know, I'm like, man, that was quick, you know. so I'm in recovery, and the doctor comes a little bit later, and he shows me his smartphone. He actually took a picture of the disc that was broke. He took it out, and he took a picture of it. I was like, holy crap, man. And he said, this is what was causing you all this pain. And he said, can you move your right foot? Because at the time, I couldn't move my right foot. It was paralyzed. He said, can you move your right foot? And I couldn't move it. He's like, okay. He said, can you feel me touching your foot? And I was like, yeah, kind of. Okay, so the thing that, it gets weirder here. Okay, so I waited, I guess an hour or so, and they got me up walking around. But the doctor, for some reason, instead of sewing me up on my incision, he used staples. Because I kept feeling, I was like, man, what is that pinching? And my wife looked at it, and she said, why did he put staples in your back? Makes no sense, So I got home, and I was laying in the bed and all that, and so I think about 5 or 6 days went by, and man, I was feeling awful. I was feeling like, like he'd come down with the flu. I was having a fever, and I just felt so horrible. I was laying in the bed, and my wife was like, a couple of days ago, you seem like he's doing all right. It wasn't like I was doing jumping jacks and stuff, but I was up moving around, And I said, I just don't feel good. I feel awful. So I had a fever for like a couple of days, And my wife had to change my dressing every day. She had to change my dressing every day and clean it, right? And then on that last day, man, she said, all right, lay on your stomach. Let me change your dressing. And she looked, and she said, oh, my God, like that. I didn't know. I was like, huh? And she said, hang on a minute. She went and got her phone and took a picture of the incision where the staples were. I don't know why I'm doing that. And she showed me the picture, man, and it was green and yellow and it was crazy. And I said, why is it doing that? She says, you know what that is? I said, what? She said, that's infection. And that was scary, man, because, you can die from that, man. And so she got on the phone right away and called the surgeon's nurse, called her, and was, raising hell, really. And this was late at night when this happened. So he told me to be there first thing at 6 a.m. at the emergency room. I laid down, man, and my wife took me to the emergency room at 6 a.m., man, and I couldn't even hardly walk. It was hurting so bad and everything, and I had to get in a wheelchair, and had pushed me through the entrance to the emergency room and all this stuff, and they immediately took me back. It wasn't like, all right, have a seat, Mr. Wentz, we'll get with you in a couple hours. It wasn't like that. It was like they were expecting me, which, thank God. So they took me back there and went through all the stuff, and they got me in there, and he went in there and had to, he took the staples out and opened that incision, went on through the whole procedure again and cleaned everything out, and this time he sewed me up. And then I had to spend the night in the hospital for observation. So if you ever want to stay up all night and not get any sleep, stay in the hospital, because they come in there every hour. Mr. Wentz, we need to check your vitals and take some blood. And do you think you can pee in this? I'm like, oh my God, really? I just fell asleep. So yeah. Center, when they went to do one of my back surgeries, I was wheeled into the room, and they had country music on, and they asked if I was ready. I said, no, not till you change that music. That's funny. Yeah. I don't remember any music being played when I went for my surgery. It was just quiet. Now, they might have played something after I was out, but I don't remember anything at the time. I was just, so that was two occasions, when I went so I had to go after that surgery. I had to go like 5, 6 days later and have it all done over again. So that just prolonged my time being out of work. And that was tough, man, because I only had so many days that I was covered for my money, and then so it went another extra, it tacked on another 2 or 3 weeks. So I went that without getting a check. Holy crap, dude. You talk about rough. That was rough. That was rough, scary. So, that's what she's getting ready to go through here, I guess, next week, man. So she's been through it 3 times already, and it's about to be 4. So I couldn't imagine, man. So Lord of mercy. Music is extra for Mr. Music is extra, Mr. Wentz. Yeah. Do you want some music while we do this surgery? Yeah, what you got? Well, it all depends. Our catalog is right over here. You can choose from any genre. $29.95. I'd be like, nah, man, just, can somebody just whistle? Which I can't whistle. Yeah. But with that propofol or whatever it was, man, they gave that, man, that was, you gone, man. You can forget it. You was out. Man, it's crazy. It's hard to believe that Michael Jackson was taking that just to go to sleep at night. That's, holy crap, man. Strange stuff, man. Okay. Yeah, so that's my back surgery story. Man, I don't want to ever have to go through nothing like that again, man. Because when it happened, when I got the pain, you talk about weird. When this all first happened a few years ago, I was actually on vacation. I was here at home when it happened. Thank God. And I actually had to get up and go to the facilities. And I was going to the facilities, and I was like, oh, it just happened. That's when the disc broke, and then it moved. Man, I ain't never felt no pain. It's like somebody just beating the hell out of your back with a baseball bat, man. It was horrible. So, yeah. Simon Williams, man, I'm so lucky I get 6 months sick pay at work. Wow. That's awesome, Mr. Williams. I wish I had it. Man, we don't have nothing like that. We got a few days, maybe a week. That's it, TWF, got to get to work. Thanks, Joe. Hey, TWF, thank you, man, for joining. Thank you very much. Mark Taylor, MJ should have tried a couple of shots of whiskey before bed. I don't know what, I don't know. Nothing against Michael Jackson, rest in peace, but why is it that people that are really talented, are just freaking weird? Not all of them, some of them. I guess they just are like in a bubble and they don't associate with normal things in life. I don't know. You know, I don't know, but I just never understood it. Bruce Anderson, how are you? God almighty. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Just like I don't know, Madonna. You know when Madonna first came out? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Yeah, I thought, man, you know, what was I in high school? When did she come out? What was that? 85, 84 when Madonna first come out? She was tough, man. And then as time went by and her music started changing, she was still okay, but then she just started looking kind of weird. I was like, what? I guess that's when I don't know, man. I guess you start getting that upper echelon of things, and then you start changing. I guess that's the only thing that I think that a lot of people don't realize is you can just lose yourself. You know, you're not yourself anymore. You become somebody else. I think not everybody, but I think some of those people do, man. They become somebody else. Michael Bishop, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I don't know what she's doing now. Isn't she like in France or some other country or something? I don't know. I don't keep up with it. I just figured maybe somebody would know. Yeah, but when she first came out, I was like, man, wow, you know. And then over time, she just went. I was like, what? Crazy, man. Crazy stuff. Folks, yes. All right. That was all trying to be in the key of D. Trying to anyway. All right, Jimbo, he's back off his lunch break. Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up here. And thank you, everybody, for joining. We're getting close to that hour mark. We've dropped like 5 times. Wow. The signal gods are just being mean today. What's up with that? Wow. Man, everybody, thank you so much for joining for Wild Wednesday. Thank you very much. And so hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, I hope. You know, just depending on how things go. Simon says, bye, Jim. Take care out there. Mr. Williams, Bruce Anderson, Jim Guidry, Center O, TWF, Mark Taylor. Who else was in here? Man, I can't remember everybody. I just can't do it, man. My memory's fading quick, guys. So, Big Dan, I think. Big Dan, yeah. Big Dan was in here. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Who was that? who was that? Mr. Collins, I think, was in here. Mr. Smith, producer. Thank you, record company executive. Yes, I will be. Yeah, you can reach me at my email. Absolutely. We can talk then. Not a big deal. Thank you, everybody. Bruce Anderson, thank you. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Be safe, man. Enjoy life. Be kind to each other. Because you don't know what tomorrow will be. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.